All right, everybody, welcome back here to East Texas Now. We are going to go ahead and just dive straight in here to our interview that we have with Mr. Black. East Texas families, they're invited to the TASC Event Center in Whitehouse this weekend for the Tyler Area Train Show. You can join fellow rail enthusiasts for a day of model train sets, train history, railroad memorabilia, and a grand prize drawing. Joining us today, as I did say, is Mr. Keith Black. He's the director of the Cotton Belt Depot Museum. And you're not the only one that's joining us today, too. You have some pretty cool model trains that are joining us as well here on the East Texas Now Desk. He just talked about them a little bit, but we're going to debrief about this event first before we talk more about these model trains. So, Mr. Black, tell me a little bit more about this event and kind of give me your background.
I've been model railroading for 52 years. I still have the same train set my parents gave me in 1974, and it's outlived them.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit more about, yourself and why you're so enthusiastic about not only just model trains, but railroading itself.
Well, it's a great history. American history follows railroading industry. It really does. The oldest railroad, I believe, is located up in Massachusetts, and the next one, I believe, is Baltimore and Ohio on the East Coast, and everything just moved west as we expanded westward.
Okay. All right. Well, why are you so passionate about rail history?
The Cotton Belt specifically, it's a little railroad that could and did. That's why I chose to be I started volunteering at the museum, and then last October they asked me to be the director.
Okay. Well, in your view, what makes trains so popular even today?
It's the big boy and the Challenger that's out there, and all the 250th American birthday commemorative engines that all the railroads are doing right now.
Okay. Well, this weekend's event at the TASC Event Center in Whitehouse, tell me a little bit more about what we can expect.
You can expect seeing layouts, various lots of inventory from the vendors that you can pick and choose from. You may see some 250th birthday American engines. You may see a Trump engine there. I don't know what all the vendors are bringing.
Okay. Well, the model trains and tracks that will be on display, can you talk a little bit more about those?
Anywhere from, we'll have test track for N scale, HO, G scale, and O scale. So we can test it. If anybody buys an engine there, we'll be more than happy to test it.
Okay. Well, what will these vendors that will be there have for sale there?
Track, train, variety of scales.
Okay. All right. Well, what is the grand prize drawing? Can you tell me more about what that is?
I don't even know what it consists of. They've told me.
Oh my goodness. So it sounds like it's going to be an exciting mystery.
It is, because it's a 6-year return that we're bringing back the Tyler Train Show.
Okay. All right. Well, before we go, Mr. Black, I wanted to know more about these model trains that you brought here because some of them are pretty cool. So can you talk a little bit more about the Union Pacific one right here?
The Union Pacific Desert Storm, or Desert Victory, Union Pacific Desert Victory. I made that myself, painted and decaled it. It was to honor the employees of Union Pacific that served in Desert Storm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to close up on it. That way everybody can see some of these model trains. That way we can pop them up and everyone can see exactly which one we're talking about. So how long have you had this one?
Good 20 years, probably.
Wow. And so, I mean, obviously it's got some history with it as well.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And did you build this one yourself?
Yes, I did.
How long does it take?
It took about 20 hours because all those decals and the painting, because there's several processes. You have to paint it, and it has to be a gloss paint. If it's a flat, you have to paint it gloss, then apply the decals. And this micro scale has 2 solutions, what I call a red bottle and a blue bottle. Mm-hmm. The blue bottle goes on first, and it softens the decal, and the red bottle, it's both clear solutions, but the red bottle actually sets the decals into like rivets and things like that, so it actually looks like the decals are painted on.
Okay, so tell me more about this one right here.
That's the Conrail version that we support our troops. It was part of Desert Storm also, the engine that they did in a paint scheme to honor the troops overseas during Desert Storm.
Wow. I mean, the details on this are it's almost dramatic when you look at it up close because they seem so real.
I'd make it that way.
That's so cool. How long does it take you to build, just a basic model train?
per painting and decal, depending on how many decals. I've had some vehicles that, some freight cars that have 50 decals on them.
Wow.
Because it's like a, that would be the example of the Tropicana refrigerator freight car.
Awesome. All right, well, let's talk about this next one right here. I couldn't reach that one. This one is, I mean, gold bottom. This is beautiful.
That is the Cotton Belt Bicentennial engine. That one I did not paint, but it came made like that. You can see that engine and the other engines so far in the Cotton Belt Museum running. The Union Pacific and the Conrail will be running in November to honor Veterans Day. The Cotton Belt will be running for sure July 4th, and I may have another HL scale engine running by then also to celebrate America's 250th.
Oh my goodness!
Again,
wow.
people may be able to buy engines of the 250th birthday at the train show.
That's so cool. So, I mean, all of these, it's almost like you really have to pay attention to some of these details. But this one, you talked about this one when you walked in, so I got something cool to show you.
Yes, I do.
This looks awesome, and it looks real, too.
Originally in life, it was a 686 Pennsylvania Railroad S2 steam turbine. It's a 686 wheel arrangement. Like the big boy is a 4884. This is a 686. And there's a lot of history with that. We would probably be traveling on Horseshoe Bend in Pennsylvania. And the interesting thing about Horseshoe Bend, Pennsylvania, during World War II, Hitler actually sent saboteurs over to take out that point of the Pennsylvania Railroad because it was a high traffic area for war effort and things like that. So he actually sent saboteurs over to take it out.
That's awesome. Okay, well, talking a little bit more about the Tasca Event Center and Whitehouse, the event that's this weekend. Let's get those need-to-know details. What's the date and the time and more information here?
June 13th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. June 14th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Tasca Event Center, 10495 County Road 2167, Whitehouse, Texas 75791.
Wow. So it seems like it's going to be a great event for so many people. Again, those dates and times will be over on our website. Mr. Black, is there anything else that we missed before we go?
I can't think of anything, but come and enjoy yourself at the train show. The tickets are $7, 12 and under are free.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Black, thank you so much for joining us here on East Texas Now. It's always a pleasure, and some cool model trains that we got to see here on the desk. This was definitely a treat, so we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.